Altman has long supported the idea of universal basic income in past, which means that AI could generate a lot of wealth and value for humanity. And he wants to use some of that money to fund a universal basic income, which is a regular payment given to every person regardless of their income or work status. However, in his latest interview, he changed his mind and now believes more in universal basic compute than universal basic income.
I wonder if the future looks something like more like universal basic compute than universal basic income.
So now, what you get is not dollars, but a productivity slice. Well, now what does that productivity slice mean? And why is Altman comparing money with computing? Is this his new strategy to confuse people? Let's find out. Research from the Brookings Institution reveals that up to 25% of the U.S. workforce, or about 36 million workers, are at high risk of job displacement due to automation and AI in the coming decades. Not just that, but in 2023 alone, the U.S. already saw 3,900 jobs lost directly because of AI. Sam Altman is aware that many jobs can be taken over by AI, which could leave people without income. That's why we have always seen him frequently talking about UBI. But in his latest interview, he said something unusual.
I wonder if the future looks something like more like universal basic compute than universal basic income. And everybody gets like a slice of GPT-7's compute, and they can use it, they can resell it, they can donate it to somebody to use for cancer research. But what you get is not dollars, but this like
productivity
slice. Yeah, you own like part of the productivity.
Now, if you closely listen to his statement, he is talking about ChatGPT-7's compute. They have recently launched the GPT-4o version and are already discussing GPT-7, which is very far off, hinting that they may have achieved the technology but are not disclosing it yet. He thinks it's crucial for people to have access to technology and productivity, similar to how they can access the internet. Altman sees compute as more important than money. He says it's essential for people to have access to computing power before they worry about money. Whoever will have computing power in the future will be more powerful and can generate money from that. It's like getting a piece of the internet to play with. Want to run a startup? Use your compute. Want to cure cancer? Donate your compute. Want to sell it and buy a boat? Well, you can do that too. A few days back, he also mentioned that he thinks compute is the currency of the future. If you want to know how and why he believed this, watch the video in the card. Well, Altman didn't explain how his idea of universal basic compute would function, but it grabbed attention from both conservatives and liberals. A user wrote on Reddit, "Pretty cool how OpenAI became closed source and UBI became a slice of compute. Not even economic value. Pretty cool." Another user wrote, "Instead of giving people money, give me the money instead that would have gone to millions of people." Now, after seeing people's reactions and researching on my own, I feel like it's actually not a bad idea to think like that. It can surely create opportunities, but if we look from the perspective of ordinary people, it doesn't replace the immediate need for money to cover rent or buy groceries. Additionally, distributing and effectively using compute resources requires significant infrastructure and education. Plus, there's the risk that those who know how to leverage compute will thrive, while others may be left behind, widening the digital divide. It's like giving everyone a Formula One car, but forgetting to teach half the people how to drive. Well, what do you think? Write your thoughts in the comments and check out these videos on your screen.